I don't get it. It beats me. I don't understand why it doesn't make sense to you if a kid chooses Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer over Santa Claus. So my sister tells me she asked her daughter, my niece, who do you like better, Rudolph or Santa? With passion and conviction, my niece says, Rudolph, Rudolph. With righteous indignation, as if to say, of course, Rudolph. No question, Rudolph. She even sucked her teeth saying an answer, like, Rudolph, of course. You know what I say? I'm not surprised. Is it any wonder? I mean, think about it. Just think about the Christmas special. Santa was not politically shrewd, no political acumen. I mean, Santa gave himself no plausible deniability. I think GQ or Esquire said one of the 40 things that a guy needs to be complete is plausible deniability. But Santa dropped the ball on that one. He didn't have a buffer. He could have sent an elf as a surrogate to tell Rudolph, hey, listen, you can't ride with the crew. But instead, Santa shows up in person and rejects Rudolph. So when Rudolph returns from his hero's journey and is vindicated, what does Santa do, huh? Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? Oh, really? How convenient. You gotta be kidding me, Santa. You're lucky Rudolph is a forgiving kind of guy. I mean, Rudolph could have said, oh, wow. Oh, sure. I get it. A good one, Santa. And now you see my utility. And now you find the usefulness of my red nose all of a sudden. Look, Santa. Santa could have had Hermie, the dentist elf, give the bad news to Rudolph about the red nose. Then Santa could have been hedging his bets with the leeway to reverse himself without losing face. Now, I'm not saying that elves are expedient pawns that we could throw under the bus, but I'm just saying Santa could have put Hermie up there to maintain his plausible deniability. Reject your nose. Did I say that? I didn't say that. Did I say that? I didn't say that. Oh, I get it. That's right. I said Hermie to give you a message. Is that what Hermie told you? That I rejected your red nose? Did I say that? I didn't say that. Did he say that? I didn't say that. Did he say that? I didn't say that. Now look, the guy misspoke. Or maybe he misunderstood me. Or maybe he misstated what he misunderstood. Look, that guy, poor Hermie, he's studying too hard to become a dentist. I told him he needs some sleep. I told him, why don't you focus on making toys during the Christmas season? And then you could go on an accelerated track during the spring and summer and fall to get your dental degree. Maybe take some electives. But did he listen to me? No. So now he's overextended, overworked, and completely exhausted. And then on top of all that, he misheard me. Now he's got me in a bad way with you, Rudolph. Of course I love your red nose. Of course I want you to ride my sleigh tonight, unquote. Now, you see the way Santa could have basically put the focus on Hermie, the dentist elf, and then changed the subject without throwing Hermie under the bus. But instead, how much plausible deniability did Santa maintain? A zero, zilch, nada, niente, nothing. But in fairness to the other side of the ledger, if I were Hermie, I would have held out and told Santa, okay, Santa, I will volunteer to be your sacrificial lamb, but only if you give me a full scholarship for dentistry school, including, room, board, and transportation, along with the paid leave of absence. But what are you going to do? So Rudolph had no malice. He didn't cop an attitude. He transcended. And my niece was smart to pick up on all that. And maybe smarter than us grown-ups when we were kids. So can you blame her for preferring Rudolph? By the way, after the song, Rudolph said to Santa, hey, Santa, I've noticed that you've become much more mature. You became much more of a statesman when dealing with Buddy the Elf. You didn't tell him, you're too tall to be an elf. Maybe it's because now you bear a striking resemblance to the late Ed Asner, who was a good boss on the Mary Tyler Moore Show, and a real union guy, really like the pro-labor, president of the Screen Actors Guild. Santa, you become a saintly and a spiritual statesman, quite transcendent. And you didn't even need plausible deniability. And after all, isn't that what Christmas is supposed to be all about for everybody? I'm just saying.